Hello everyone, welcome back to Fableheim and Age of Wonders 4. Vlad van Karstein returns having completed his major ambition and becoming a siege master. And now he marches to war against the other Gaudier of Malice. Once the city is established, of course. And I'm thinking we could be really boring. Take a bit of a circuitous route and pursue the intrigue happening. We could ride the waves all the way over to Skorheim to see what Blinty Boy is hiding. The rest of the world has declared war on us, though, and I'm not sure how safe that would be. We could find out, because Mount Gunbad's right here. Vlad wants to be the ruler of the Empire, but there's no need to not rule some civilized greenskins. Also, we are on Gargoyle Patch 1.2. It's mostly regarding fixes and whatnot, but, oh my, there have been some nerfs that will affect us. And the first one has to do with the Blood Exarch. Blood Pull is no longer a free action. It is a leave 1 AP. It was really good. It was stupidly good. And I think it will still be stupidly good. As well as the Grant Blood Exarch no longer affects heroes or other Blood Exarchs. Which is a shame, but I suppose it was necessary. Tormenting Projectiles also is now a chance instead of a guaranteed effect. With the Palisade Walls and the Desecration Chamber. And of course our governor will be Johann von Karstein, who is a prospecting governor. So if we can get some mines in here, he'd be happy. We have a few. We have a few mines. We also have the Carnival of Flesh, which is not something I can build, but, not bad. We don't have any farm SBIs because we're evil. Honestly, I wouldn't mind a Blood Altar. I might just put this here instead. If I had a little bit more money, hey, my friend in business, do you want some of these boots? Am I going to boost out a wall? I am thinking about it. Not that seriously, though. Alright, so we have secured, what is this, for Oberstyre? Fort Oberstyre. And now, I think we're going to deal with this. And go bully Grimgor a little bit. Grimgor was the first to declare on us, so I don't feel that bad about it, honestly. Okay. Yeah. Of course, unfortunately we have to get into the water for this, but we have fast embarkation, so I think we're all well and good. Eat and delete. The Charged Mantle. Ooh. That's pretty spicy. I like it. Or do we go that one? This one. For sure. And Johann von Karstein has leveled up. I did get a recommendation for a build here that I thought was pretty spicy. I'm kind of interested in trying out this Withering, like, into Curse, though. Because Johann is not exactly dealing much damage. But, I mean, that could change. We could change that. 600 resistance. That could be good. Let's try it, though. Let's go into this Withering magic into Curse. Because he's here as more, you know, he's here to support Vladdy. He's not here to do much of his own thing. I will take the land bridge. Because I want to fight the Crusading Host. Never fought one before. There's so much to clear. I think we're going to start building our, a new stack. This is my misbegotten child. That's a lot of bone dragons. There is another hero in Nagash's army. Well, there's two more, but one of them is kind of important. to the story. Because someone pointed out, occasionally I'll mention how some characters are kind of beyond the power scale of what I feel like I can create in conceptually. And Nagash is certainly one of those characters. Yoink. I need gold mines too. But there's he's kind of in like a weakened state. And I wrote that in to the story. So, man, I feel like this city is so good. I think this is an exceptional city. I just need a little more. Do we go for a workers guild into... I mean, we're going for a scholars guild here for sure. I just feel like I want more production. Need another forester. Oh yeah, I replaced my forester. Let's get a forester here. Focus crystals acquired. Okay, we're growing. The goal today as well is to build the Blood Drinker. This was Vlad's magical sword that would siphon the life force of his enemies so that he didn't have to drink it like a barbarian. Like a savage, I think is what the text said. He was a proper gentleman of a vampire. As you all know, of course. Get the vivisection ritual going. I feel like most of my knowledge has come from either Templehof or my vivisection ritual. Grimgor has been felled. Well, that's Grimgor. No. There's another Crusader host. My vassal! No! My poor vassal! This is Arahan. I forgot to put her picture in the last video. Sorry, I lost her in editing. Okay, well. And Vlad von Karstein is level 4. We've done it. Now there will be gone negotiating with Fargosk. We are ahead here, right? Not overly. But I think we are. And if we can bop a free city or an infestation, we will remain ahead. Mazdamundi has declared war on Drazhoeth, my ally. And Drazhoeth has gone to war with Blint. Okay, war's all over the gaff. Well done, vassal. Well done. I'm no longer the Riskkeeper of the High Lupi. Oh. Was I? Also, I'm going to begin cutting out the end turns because they're taking their sweet time. So, unless I'm yapping, I'll be cutting those out. A Sanctum of Screams. Now, normally, I like to move all of our heroes into the same stack, but we'll only bring Waifu. And you know why. It's because she's Waifu. You are initially apprehensive of the screams pouring out of the Sanctum of Screams below you, but the subsequent laughter stirs your curiosity. You discover the spectacle within with horror. A painbringer instructs her acolytes in the teachings of pain. They pinch, stab, twist, and slice each other open. Blood gushes out from their self-inflicted wounds, and euphoric screams from their throat. The painbringer, embellished with blood spatters, grins with eager delight when she spots your army and whispers, "More willing flesh." The painbringer howls ecstatically, and her disciples flock around her. Teach these uninvited voyeurs about pain. How will you respond? There is no pain in death. The inescapable end. Are those scouts? Huh. No, they're pursuers. You have slain the ritualist that occupied the Sanctum of Screams. A delighted smile is frozen on the dead lips of the painbringer to your discomfort. The dim light of the Sanctum of Screams reveals that the cave floor is now thoroughly flooded with the blood of the battle slain. Citizens from all over the realm gathered here to worship Pain together. You peruse the elaborate toolkit of the Painbringer and find her tools of torment. You wonder if you could ever truly understand. Huh. What convictions drove these ritualists? Besides the tools of torment, what would you extract from the Sanctum of Screams before moving on from this depraved sight? I could gain the Curse Eater. Oh. Oh, no you didn't. Incredible. We're going to experiment with the arts of Painbringer to increase our durability. This is the trait of the Umbral Fiends, and it is incredible. Because now, Vladdy Daddy has Unyielding to remove a negative status effect, and Curse Eater to remove a status effect. And he heals from it as well. Exceptional. We got the Tools of Torment, but I believe we made the Blood Whip of Barathi for Waifu. We sure did. Bathorai, excuse me. Wait. I could use the Tools of Torment. This is like Vladdy? It doesn't really know. Excuse me, I want some vision. I think I'm going to try and scout out this, because this is where we got to go for the intrigue happening. I think we're going to scout that out. Waifu will return to her stack. We shall march on. Oh, there are mountains here. Can I pull everyone into this? I can, cool. Magnifique. There was a bone dragon there. We'll all just come stand together. And then we shall move on. The Summon Reaper has been completed. Automated Death's not bad. We aren't getting chaplains. I kind of want to re-roll this. Sure, we'll get the Feast of Souls. It's one turn. That's an expensive boost. We can get a Painbreaker here. Do we have a... We do. Alright, sure. I'll spit one out. I believe we have one coming from our capital. We do. I want that. Wait. I don't need that. Okay, we're fine. Ignore me. Well, I think we're going to get our bolstering matrix. I don't care for the bolstering matrix particularly. I care for the magnifying lens. Kind of want another a blood cultist. Alright, Painbringer shall join the front lines. Whatever. The Vivisection Ritual is ready to be cast. I suppose. Oh no, I'm out of thralls. Oh. Oh. Our fallen angels are costing... Well, our singular fallen angel is costing us soul upkeep, I think. Indeed it is. Can I summon the Reaver? Reaper. Soon. So we're going to need to pump out some SPIs. Drazhoath began negotiating, but it's fine. Friendship with Drazhoath and Nagash. Friendship with Nagash and Drazhoath. Don't worry, we will not befriend Nagash, who thinks we may not be so different after all. I don't know. I mean, fundamentally, sure, we're not that different. But we are very different in approach. Boost at that and get the academy rolling. More knowledge. The Basilica of Lamentations is made. I want this. So, alright. We are going in to face the Crusading Host. Wow. Really? That's it? I'm going to fight this. I want to see what we're working with here. I've never fought a Crusader Hosts. Oh, look at that. Nice terrain here. Wait. It's red. Was it always red? Well, anyway, this is what the Crusader Host combat looks like. And someone recommended or mentioned that the Fallen Angels could be like Morghasts, who are pretty cool, but they're also from the time we don't talk about. Well, they mentioned that they were brought back for Age of Sigmar, which I don't know much about, truthfully. So, I mean, maybe. But that goes to speak on how cool they were. They were brought back for... Ah, look at the heal. For Age. So, I think we'll just go with that for now. I got the waifu outside of the strike range of the Undead Titan. We need to get Undead Titan. I think I can get one and just send it to for Oberstyre. I forgot about that. The Celestial Griffins are skirmishers, which is really funny. The Deathstalkers are not frontliners. I'm pretty sure the Fallen Angel is, in fact, a Battle Mage. Oh, the Titan didn't go in. Okay, odd. Peculiar. Oh. 5 stacks of Blood Parasite. 5. That seems wrong. Putting the Pact of Eternal Servitude on your master? Strange. But okay. It is what it is. Now, the Blood Parasites spawning do present some complications sometimes. Like, they conflict with decaying zombies, and... I mean, they don't eat right away. You have to tell them to eat something. But they can really conflict with stuff. You know, little bats. Okay. Get a sprint on Vladdy. Let's get him in there. AoE. We could also teleport, but onto what? This is fine. We'll take care of the Griffins. Someone left a comment on the first episode saying that they stopped watching when I broke roleplay for picking the monk instead of killing the Fallen Angel. Like, I'm sorry, but did you see my situation? I had to choose between efficiency and wasting XP, and I chose efficiency. I mean, you could argue with how well this has gone that I didn't need to care about it, but that monk is still with us. Oh my. That was 39 damage. That thing exploded. I think we got a Life Seed proc. Someone mentioned that they didn't see the Life Seed proc. If the Life Seed attack was what killed it, I think that was okay. Wait, can you get this? So close. Got this one. Play it safe. It didn't die! Awful. Atrocious. Disgusting. Okay, so I can only do this. I'm tied up in melee. Well, I mean... Sure. That's pretty cool. Delete. Okay, that was less damage, but it still works. Alright, waifu. 50% damage for this turn. Snapshot. To cancel retaliation in defense mode. And then swing. It's not a flank, unfortunately, but that was still like 60 damage. Not quite a death stalk. Should be now, though. Yeet. I instinctively build my cities for metropolitan society. And Our cities are all connected for metropolitan society. So I kind of want to get some, I could have just done that earlier. I kind of want to get some Ethereum. But the reason why I thought of it was because the Tome of the Artificers crit would affect the Deathstalkers, which I feel like would be effective. I'm not really sure where else we would get. Rude. Where else we would get some Ethereum. The Tome of Artificers is always just... Tome of Artificers is always just the safe bet. Here, the dragon's going to pummel the Zealot. A tier 1 unit being pummeled to death by a tier 4 unit. How does Waifu not have sprint?
Huh?
That very much seems like it would be a... Aw, one tile short. A ranger thing. No. Bonk. Oh. That was cool. That was our first Crusader host. Something was still alive. But it doesn't matter because the host is destroyed. We need the Soul's Thunderbird mount, Punisher's Halberd. Let's delete it. Hey, we got some mana. Now we are slightly healing in enemy territory, but there it is. There it is. Okay, so this is important. Importante. Oh, I see. The gold cost goes up per time you use the boost of thralls. That's fine. We'll just save up for it. No big deal. Are we merchants guilding in our capital? Probably. I mean... we could also research guild. Everyone knows that's my favorite thing to do. Need the academy first. I love knowledge. Okay. We're just going to go straight into it on Templehof. Waifu's in charge there, and she says more knowledge. And who am I to deny her? I'm going to build a soul well here. Someone needs to build the soul well. And bring us on its way. Oh, I was going to get a Titan. Oh, well. Not anymore, I'm not. You... going over here. Just got a Skorheim. The Feast of Souls is in. I still hate harvest population. I think this is so bad. Like, no food income is awful. Like, this is literally... I would only ever use this on a 30 pop city, I think. You could also make a shit city, I suppose, and just have it there to harvest pop. But then you have city cap... No, hate it. We'll go Weakening Aura, or Fetid Legion. Domakraz has fallen to Ariel, the Eternal Mage Queen. We might be able to go do something about that. Isabella von Karstein has leveled up. What is your crit? Subsequent crit hits will do more damage. This effect stacks up to 5 times. Cool. We're just going down this line for crits and stuff. Because she's our big old deeps. The von Karstein Signet Ring is in. Now the Signet Ring... natural regen's pretty spicy, but... someone recommended Slip Away for this, which would be a good suggestion, but I don't know how it does or doesn't interact with Mist Away, which we got, which is kind of my thinking of the whole coming back from, dying. So I just gave it the good stuff. Like Wind Barrier plus when Sadis resists. It is going to be very difficult for ranged units to hit Vlad as he runs it down. And that just kind of feels good. Okay, so we need to... thank you. Get some That was a vampire spider mount. That could have been fun. Fragments, which we have. And I would like to make the Blood Drinker, but I am fairly certain we are missing, something. For it to be true to its name, it needs to have a lifesteal, and we need an Archon Blood. I do know where an Archon Blood is. I thought there was one near Altdorf. I'll look for it in the intern. But just know that's something we're interested in. And I don't think we're going to be making anything else then, because we want to save our fragments. And I don't believe we can make... I don't have boots for waifu. We can make magic damage, but can we do, like, physical damage? I don't think so. There's Life Drinker. I'm pretty sure we can't make the Runes of Protection. It's a Giant King only thing. About booties. Booties for waifu. Fast movement, very fast movement. Slippery, swift, slip away. Resistances. Okay, does waifu have very fast movement? Be able to check. I don't think she does. That sounds fun. She has slip away, she has slippery, she has swift. Let's give her the boots of speed. The boots of speed for waifu so she can flank more effectively. Very fast movement. Shoes of velocity. Booties. Speed booties. Alrighty. Grimgor has returned to the Black Crag. Rivalry has ended between Grimgor and Dresshoeth the Ashen One. Dresshoeth, you're supposed to be on my team. Help me. We could Morbid. I think we need to. You know, I am having a really hard time finding Archon Blood. I have found one singular Archon Blood is here, next to what I think is about to be a city from Blinty Boy. I don't even know why it's underground. This is not an ore. Keep my eyes peeled. Anywho, Mount Gunbad's here. And I think it's about to be seized. Jim keeps also over here. But if you keep sending me people, I'll keep fighting him. I'll build a road. Vlad can siege this, but he'll be in the water, right? I think. This is a tier 3 city, so I suppose we can raid it. Undermine the walls. Construct the onagers. There's nothing else I need with this, right? I do think we are going to get teleportation network. We can surge spellcasts. And I mean, this is like 30 gold, right? Try 40. Okay. So Vlad's in the water, we're in the water. If they attack Vlad, it pulls everybody in, and then we can move around next turn. So we're in position. Painbringer's coming around. The scout is looking for Skorheim, so we can just see what we're working with here. Blood Cultist is in. We have a nice little stack here. Then you're going to start roaming around clearing some of these with our Wayward stack. Speed Booties is in for waifu. Vlad needs some booties too. I think Vlad is already very fast though. Because he's flying? Wait, do I have to have Profane Body Mastery to be very fast? You know what? They didn't cost fragment, so I'm just going to make them again. Rivalry between Dreshoeth and Ariel. Negotiations with Fargos are advancing very slowly. But we are ahead for now. Flourishing vassal with Nullmark. Omega lol. I stole your vassal, Blint. Ha 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 ha. Alright. We could put a stone in Bastion. If we think... Oh, look at that income. Oh, that's like 100 more resources. I don't hate that. We could even, get another stone. To keep our vassals climbing. Fort Oberstyre is done. I would like a mausoleum. Unfortunately, the best place for it was right where the soul well is. This isn't a bad spot. But my quarries. Meh. Oh, this is my domain. That explains a lot. Oh, okay. I went way out here. We are very close to casting some great spells. Need just a little bit more of everything, I think. There are a lot of heroes in this deck, and I don't think a single one of them... There's Wurzai, we saw him last time. It's Skarsnik! I used the Orc model for this, because I was afraid the Goblin one would break, so I just used the Orc model with the Goblin frame. Skarsnik was once the runt of his kin, but what he lacked in size and strength, he made up for in cunning. He was able to rise to rank of mini-boss in the Backstair Boys sub-clan of Carrick 8 Peaks, but his dealings with the Skaven got exposed by a rival, getting him thrown out of the mountain. Outside Carrick 8 Peaks, a war boss of the Wolf Rider tribe found and enslaved him, curious how he would get himself out of this new status. Through his cunning, spying, and cheating, he found his way to second in command. Out of appreciation, he tried to recruit his boss to follow his lead. However, as all things go in Greenskin society, he killed them for leadership. With command over the tribe, Skarsnik led the Wolf Riders to World's Edge Mountains, where he absorbed the local tribes and led a cunning plan to retake Carrick 8 Peaks from the Skaven, securing his position as a true warlord at 8 Peaks. Now, Grimgor has recruited him to ensure the Gobbos obey the will of Gork and Mork in their new society. And that's Skarsnik. He is a ranger, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, I couldn't give him Gobbler, his squig pet. But, yeah, he's here. He's representing the Night Gobbos. Well, I suppose all the Gobbos, but Night Gobbos specifically. There's lots of Firestones here. I feel like Waifu should have the first Painbringer. I think she should. This isn't Waifu, but I think she's getting this. I think the Bone Daddy's going home. Alright, so we're heading over to Skorheim to see what's cooking. And this is our other stack. This exists to start clearing some things if we can. Just so our domains can, you know, continue being all happy. We can summon a Reaver as well. Oh my. Oh my. Work on that. And then we should be getting pretty close to casting that as well. Which would be nice and fun. We can also get an Undead Titan. I feel like I have too many units. So you know what? This is going to lead the Castle Drakenhof Defense Force. Is this 40? Fantastic. More thralls. Speed booties are in. Congratulations, Vladdy Daddy. You can speed around with Waifu. Rivalry between Nagash and Ariel. Defensive pact between the Empire and Chaos. Oh, heresy. Rivalry between Blint and Nagash. A free city of Turnil can be integrated. It's not a bad city, but I think we're going to use our city cap for other things. Guildmaster Eric Goldsmith of the Free City Scoreheim trembles before you, clearly aware of your reputation in the realm. Well, can I peacefully conquer Scoreheim? It just says Scoreheim conquered. Also, why is Blint's mysterious prisoner in a city of the Ardboy Beastie Keepers? Thoughts? I don't know how long that was there. I mean, do you have any Archon Bloods? No. I think we're just gonna have to go kill him. Wait, did I don't know how long that was there. It was there for one turn because I put it there to try and get more money. Whatever, it's fine. Day 70. We're continuing to expand here. I don't think a stone wall would really go Orion, to be honest. So Reaper next turn. The Bone Daddy is going home. Alright, let's see if we can clear this. I can pull my vassal into this mess, so that's nice. I have no souls. That's fun. I can pull my vassal into this mess as well. I think I should get Natural Vigor. Or whatever it's called. For improved rehealing on my lands. Okay. Oh, that's horrifying. So, honestly, coming over here for the Shifting Spire alone might be worth it. It might be. I'm going to put her on Auto Explore now. Fetid Legion is in. It is time for our... Honestly, this is probably worth it. Our stability held really well for me not building the tavern for so long. But now we're pretty close to Harmony. We might be able to get over Harmony with this, actually. Are we tier 4? We are tier 4, okay. Because tier 4 gives us population base, or stability based on population. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to get a Scholar's Guild, of course, in both of these cities. Then we'll be flying through our research, our knowledge, and we're going to grab the Domain of Death. It does require a lot of souls to use the Domain of Death on everything, but we'll get there. Maybe I should build a soul well first here. It's a great spot for it, even though I want that quarrying, but that's an interesting display. I have found a second Archon Blood. Camera? I got some money, thanks. Archaon is in possession of an Archon Blood. Right here. Well, he's actually not in possession of it because he hasn't cleared it, but you know what I mean. His capital, his throne city has one. What if we take a hop and a skip and go straight for the heart of the inevitable city? Man, I think those are the only two Archon Bloods on the map. I cannot find another one. I'm trying so hard. The last poor warlock. Okay. Well, the AI has made a critical mistake, as it is wont to do. We can attack this stack. And I'm going to auto this just to see how it does, but then I'll fight it manually because there's Skarsnik and Warside, the Great Green Prophet. And I have to decide what we're doing in this city. I'm probably vassalizing this. Wow, the AI cleans it up. Let's see if I can do better. Honestly, that was an acceptable amount of damage. What is this? What? I have no idea. Oh, is this the Arcane Battlements? They gave that a... Huh, interesting. Okay. So it's one of the... Huh. The city defensive structures you can have. I probably shouldn't do this. But, I mean, they presented the hero for me. I'm not going to go for the kill, but I am going to just shoot it. Flash. Okay. Ah, almost. But not quite. Oh, we can do it this way. Goodbye. I mean, I don't know why you would do that. But whatever. You know, the AI's choice and all that. Oh, look at Vladdy's potential. But the thing is, we want a Grave March. It's going to take a while for him to get in, but turn 1, almost every time we want to drop the corpses if we can. Not only do we drop corpses, though, we're also rolling this global resurrection for us. So, like, pretty good. I am a little worried about what this thing is going to do. Because the blood pull could pull something kind of important out of position. I should give that to the Painbringer, because I think this gives lifesteal now. But let's find out, team, shall we? This is next turn? Next turn. Okay. Wow. Mark as prey. Turn 71. Your opening spell is Mark as prey. Holy shit, that hurt. Oh my... What? What is hitting that hard? That was 2 of them. Yep. Oh, sweet heavens. Okay, you know what? The Marcus Prey may have been not bad. Well, that was a cool death animation. Huh. Okay. I realize I talked a lot of shit. But it's fine. Good. It's gonna be okay. These things hurt so much. Alright, Johan. Oh, this sucks. Vladdy! I need you. There's a Rose Knight there. That's fun. Like this one that came back to us. Probably should have gotten in position to do that thing. Welcome back, Fallen Angel. Blast him. Okay. Kill the elephant. This is what the spears are here for, but... I think I am taking an excess of damage here. The Painbreakers don't really want to be utilized like this in a straight up brawl. They want to be flanking and teleporting behind people, but... It lied to me! Deceiver! Oh. Okay. Kind of odd to give Blood Parasite to the thing that canonically is the source of the Blood Parasite. But okay. Sure. I'm gonna claim your soul. You've upset me that much. Okay, my turn. The question is, what are we throwing this at? You. Oh, we got Mortal Blessings from killing a cannibal. Interesting. We'll break down the front wall here. And Vladdy Daddy. How long is this teleport? 4? Excuse me. Pardon me. Coming through. Curse you too. And then beat the brakes off this thing. The King Zombie, fun. We'll shoot into this thing. And Waifu is going to find a new target. Rid of you. I think Waifu can get involved with this. Go for the kill. Maybe she kills? Yeah, okay. Never doubt. Never doubt. Just let the critical skirmisher out. Yeah, we'll bleed on. We'll breathe on Vlad a little bit. We'll get rid of it. For the greater good and all that. Yeet. How did that not... Okay, the predictor of this is so wrong. I feel like I'm being lied to repeatedly. Can you do it? No. Just bringing you in. See if I can at least tie these guys down. Okay. A lot of my HP is temporary, but... Interesting. I shouldn't talk any more shit about their choice of spells, but interesting. I resisted the blood pull! Wow, you are critting like a madman. Well, that... Wait, is that a real bat? I don't think so. Pretty sure it's a spawn. Draconic Raging. That's also a spawn. Get owned. Okay. Oh, hey, look what's back. As mine. Oh. That's interesting. Alright. Death. It is the inescapable end. Bonk. Goodbye, Wurzag, the great green Porfret. And then we have killing momentum. So we can sprint. Kill this. That's 3 kills in 1 turn. It's my Vladdy Danny. Waifu. How you feeling? Snapshot. Oh, free action, 50 damage, get owned, 70% critical hit chance, deleted. My girl. See, we're fine. We were never in any real danger here. Again, not using the Master Flanker here, but damage is damage, you know? Get it? Alright, the Fallen Angel can finally do stuff. If I do stuff, I mean fly over here. And remove half the models of that stack. We'll follow in with the animal that we brought back from the dead. There you go. Put it back on you. Don't fail me. Please. Oh, hey. The enemy flees. Of course, the Blood Exarch won't flee because it is not a coward. It ain't no stinking get. But that's fine. We'll clean up what we can. We can fast forward this one now. I have enjoyed being on 2x speed, but we have crumping to do. But yeah. Oh. I was going to say, oh yeah, the bats have... or not the bats. The Bone Dragon has Clay Momentum at Elite rank. Which is true, it does, but it's not... Or Champion, rather. Which is true, it does, but it's not Champion yet. Nice. Got the tower. Those things hurt. They hit really hard. There's even a part of me that wonders if it's worth upgrading from the ballista. They hit so hard. We just have to kill the Blood Exarch here. Push it a little closer to the team. 85%. Okay. These are Anvil Guard. Single shots. There we go. The enemy flees. Now we're not done. Look at all those units. There's just one more, but we'll just bonk it. I think I did worse than the AI there, team. Surely the AI doesn't let the Fallen Angel die. Like, die. Thank you. I didn't think it would. Okay, Mount Gunbad belongs to us. Are we... We don't have much order, right? We are 42 turns away from Benevolent Conquerors. I'm not that interested in this city, though. So I think we're just going to vassalize it. That is a 3-turn process. And another thing worth mentioning is that because Grimgor is alive, he can stop me by just walking onto the domain. I think I'm just throwing everything away here. Like, if they die, you know. Auto, please. And here is the Undead Titan. I have yet to use one of these big fellers, but they're shock units. And they have the Dread Burst, which is a units in a 1-hex radius sustain damage, gain remorse. Okay, 32 damage, and they can summon skeletons, which is cute. And like I said, I think he's leading this force for now. We could drop the Morbid Blessing, and I think I will. This just heals the team to full. And we can drop the Reaper as well. Who shall the Reaper? I don't think I need 2 Deathstalkers. They're fun. But I don't think I need 2 of them. Okay. We have some spears, which I think is important. Kind of. Like, we're also at a point where some of my characters can just literally run it down. Like, regardless of polearm or not. Probably clear this with the Vassal, though. We'll see. We can be super sneaky here and see if Grimgor decides to come back. Maybe not. Domain of Death is in, and it's time for our second tier for Tome. Now, you may say, of course Fabe's going to go for the new thing, the Tome of the Crimson Rain. And yeah, sure, we'll get there. But first, how about the Tome of the Revenants?
We who perished for the light, whilst they bask in its glory. We who are forsaken whilst they are beloved. We shall build our necropolises from the bones of their failures. From the darkness of exile, we shall plot their demise.
So this is the Undead Tome that came with the Archon Prophecy. I have never used it before. This is my very first time. And I figured because it has a whole bunch of different Undead and Skeletal synergy, I really wanted to. So, in fact, there's even an enchantment for Undead, of which we have 29. So this will help cover their weakness to Spirit and Fire and give them Vicious Killer. And we're going to get it. Johann van Karstein is level 12, and of course he is a Master of Shadow. Might even give him Exhume Undead. But I want to focus on this curse thing first. Chance to weaken, okay. You have this, so I don't think you need any of this. What about Vladdy? Yes, this is why I didn't dissolve the Stalwart Plate. We've gathered the remains of Garok Grimtain and Skarsnik. What happened to Wurzag? Oh, Wurzag, the great green prophet. Nom 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 nom. Of course, for Isabella. Now, Wurzag is a character I would consider animating. All army leaders unit and all armies or units in the army gain universal camouflage, slippery, and fleeting. Interesting. That's very appropriate for a thing. She also gains Eternal One, which is also appropriate. I don't think she'll ever die, but if she does, she comes back now. When she kills, she gains Fortune. Fantastic. Then we'll grab a Critical Second Wind, and then move on around. Franz is dropping the burden of guilt on me. You can't guilt me. I don't know if I want to give that to anybody. War between Grimgor and Drazhoeth. War between Ariel and Drazhoeth. Uh-oh. War between Karl Franz and Drazhoeth. Oh my. This war of ours is tiresome, Vlad. Sometimes I wonder if it will be better to end it. You think so, huh? You're the one who started it. Okay. You know, that might not be too bad. Is there any reason not to do this? I can kind of ignore this side of the map if I do this, then. Alright. Welcome. Now, you could say this is a terrible idea because You can't really trust greenskins? Oh. No wonder he was willing to do this. He's about to die. You can't really trust greenskins, even in the end times. Even though Grimgor was the incarnation of the winds of magic of beasts, they didn't really trust him. They just, like, pointed him in a direction, and he would go, you know, cause chaos, and everyone else would scheme around that. But yeah, he's having a hard time. I almost hope Mazdamundi wins. In theory, Mazdamundi counters him. This is my idea of the Temple Guard, by the way, giving him paladins. Why you got all these birds? I made like 4 heroes for you. We've only seen one, right? Gorok? Well, I kind of hope you die. I am now pure evil. And we've gained a vassal. Okay. Well, normally, when you... oh, did that instantly convert this? Nice. Normally, when you make someone your vassal, it can reshift their, you know, diplomatic status to people. But because I was already at war with Mazdamundi, Grimgor stayed at war with Mazdamundi, and Grimgor's siege was allowed to continue. So, also I was mentioned to trade with my vassals, which isn't an awful idea. If they have something I want, we'll take some food. 45 mana for knowledge. Knowledge is always a hard thing to trade for, but we will take it. Who should we cooperate towards now? Maybe I can send my vassals at Mazdamundi, because if Mazdamundi takes them down... Wow, everyone wanted mana. If Mazdamundi takes down Grimgor, I'm the only person in his way. I forged an alliance, yeah. So, if you haven't seen vassalizing another player before, why did we get so split? The way it works is it's kind of lackluster, but essentially we just enter into an alliance that they, the vassal, cannot alter, and they give us a little bit of money. Not much, but some. Maybe they'll show up next turn. I hope it doesn't just get pulled into the income from vassals, because that's a lot of people, actually. We'll start Fetid Legion. Blint killed my scout over here. It was very rude. He made an outpost near a magical material and then didn't even put it on the magical material. Oh, this is where Nuln was. Oh. Wow, Blint is crushing the Empire, which is not how I expected that to go. But it is what it is. Fetid Legion is in. This will make our shield, pull-on, shock fighter, and skirmisher units. A little tank here, giving 10 hit points, and they will inflict weaken to adjacent enemies at the end of their turn. I don't know why they changed like that. And it is time to begin casting the Blood Moon Ritual. This will allow Vladdy Daddy to do whatever he wants, really. Rather than engaging your approaching troops, the Fire Dragon turns its sinewy neck as it regards them with an ancient, knowing gaze. I see much in the way of strength and power before me. The great dragon's sonorous voice booms. Ages ago, it and its kin used primal forces to shape this realm. Now the serpentine monster pauses, casting a look of vast intelligence over your army. I, too, you may agree, am mighty. Equally, we are matched, yes? No. The Fire Dragon ponders. What shall it be, then? Prudence, we part as equals, or glory? And one of us falls. Honestly, I'll take the research. I wouldn't say we're partying as equals, but we don't have to fight. I'm still recovering the lost population here. Academy! Hey. I built a road to you. Hey. I built a road to you too. Hey. Oh, I'm out of money. That was all my money. Wow. Road building. Okay. You are probably going home. Wow. Need more souls. You can go explore. Waifu. Why are you missing a unit? I don't know. Well, okay. She'll get one. So, I think the Black Crag is going to fall, which will be funny. I don't particularly mind. I would like... I was looking at this Tangle Scream Pulse, and it's kind of like a whole bunch of people have their grubby little fingers on it. You know? I wish this Archon blood were closer. I think this... Doesn't this, intrigue happening end with a taking over Blint's capital city anyway? I think it does. I don't know. Kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. I really wish there was an Archon blood, like, nearby. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It is totally fine. Just wait. No big deal. We'll just wait. Tipoff can annex. We're about to get another scholars, or excuse me, our scholars guild. If we could get another research post, which we cannot, that would be cool. Get more production. Grimgor has left the Astral Void. He wants me to capture Grunhugel, but unfortunately, some would consider your course of action deeply unwise. Grimgor, you're dead. You think befriending Mount Gunbad will help secure your path to victory? It was your city, Grimgor. Oh well. Rest in peace, Grimgor Ironhide. The persevering diplomat fell before the blades of the children of the Ancient Ones. Future Fabe here. Our alternative Grimgor Ironhide has been felled. And we saw two of his custom heroes, but there was one more, a great champion of the greatest Git. Most that could possibly challenge Grimgor's status as the biggest and the baddest neither impressed nor survived Grimgor's assessment, but Borgut is a rare exception. He first caught Grimgor's attention by headbutting the largest rat ogres he could find within the depths of the Hell Pit, but what caught the Supreme War Boss's interest was how much Borgut enjoyed the process. He is a simple black orc just as Grimgor was, subject to the intoxicating thrill of battle. As Grimgor's horde grew, so too did Borgut. However, unlike normal black orcs, Borgut saw Grimgor as Gork himself, the living will of the greenskin deity, and held only the most sincere loyalty to the once and future Git. He would never consider challenging his leadership. Grimgor Ironhide has been defeated. A gust of rumors thunder through the realm. Grimgor Ironhide has been defeated. His empire lies in ruins. For better or worse, the banishment of the biggest and the baddest, Grimgor Ironhide left a vacuum in this world. Fortunately, vacuum and opportunity are the same in the affairs of Godir. You must do better than against your rivals in the fallen the biggest and the baddest could. Alright, I'll yoink some money out of him. Well, Grimgor's dead. We might have to go deal with Mazdamundi. This is going to be a problem. Rifle it up. I don't think it is. Alright, critical second wind is in, so now whenever she crits, she gains strengthen and 10 health. She has 3 points left. I think we're going to grab the draining bites. Just in case she needs to eat somebody. You never know. And then we could go invigorating takedown. Because this is just killing a person. It's not a... This one's physical ranged only, so I'm not inclined to do it. But we could do that to get to invigorating takedown to gain even more strength when we kill something. And they'd probably just go, like, frost strikes or something for more damage. Okay. Alrighty. I see how it is. I see the line. I'm not sure why my movement predictor is so incorrect. I guess it's not right. Which is weird. Odd. Was she supposed to have this Deathstalker? I don't know. Alright, well. We have the second squad going around, and I think what I'm going to do is, because Grimgor is dead, I think we're going to raise Wurzag in his honor. Like, as... Also, this exploring is not working. Explore! Leave me! Go! I think we're going to raise Wurzag in his honor. There's just one mild problem. Wurzag is an elitist. How much pop do we have? 18. Okay, we'll grab this into the sheep. Johann von Karstein. Magic attacks inflict guaranteed +1 weakness to defenses. No, we'll grab ignoring status resist. That sounds fun. Treaty has been broken with the gash. Treaty's been broken with Grimgor because Grimgor is dead. Wow, Ariel is really close. Too close. Tempelhof. Doesn't have a granary yet. Disgusting. Oh, right. We get the Necropolis from the Tome of the Revenant. This gives +8 soul and then +2 soul per adjacent research post. Allows the drafting of skeletons, corrupt souls, and undead titans. And counts as the research post. Beautiful. Right there. Okay, that'll help us get some more souls. I was thinking during the turn end, like, how am I supposed to get more souls? That'll do it. That'll help us out. I turned off my mod that lets me produce anything, and I already miss it. Alright, we're just chilling. Big chilling. I would like to report a robbery. Wurzag was taken from my crypt. Oh, wait. Does getting him as my vassal mean I return all of his heroes? Oh, I think it does. Oh, so it's my undone fault. Great. You know what that means? That means I gotta go fight someone else to get their heroes. Ooh. Yeah, screw that. I'll put the Necropolis there. 21 Imperium, done. Nice. And now we got the Sanctum of Scream in for more Imperium and knowledge. And we can do this soon. Souls are coming in, but I feel like they're not coming in at any expedient rate. Hopefully this will go up with the Necropolis. Then we need to put a Necropolis in Castle Drakenhof as well. We'll find a spawn for it. We're getting the second army ready to keep bonking stuff. Do we want to go deal with this guy? Who are you at war with besides me? Oh. Okay. That's fine, actually. That's okay. Hey, Emperor. How are you feeling? No, not interested? Okay. I feel like I should own Altdorf itself, you know? I also feel like I'm about to make a long journey through the water. I'll go bonk this first. Alright, team, buckle up. We got a long road ahead of us. And now we do it under the gaze of the blood moon. So the next 10 turns, we don't suffer sunlight weakness. We get 15 hit point regeneration on the map. We deal 20% damage and gain plus resistance. Our vampires. Oh, I didn't get this achievement in the early access. Okay. The sky darkens into scarlet. The blood moon you summoned eclipses the light of the sun. The moon bleeds through an opened wound, staining the sky crimson. Animals flee to hide, villagers bar their doors, and the creatures of the dusk rejoice in its glow. For the night is red and ruled by horror. During its eclipse, the blood moon empowers all vampires and allows them to roam freely throughout the world. So not only are we losing a 20% damage malice, we are gaining a 20% damage boon. And now our screen looks like we spilled ketchup on it. I think he's trying to come for me. Mazdamundi, you have better things to do. You have other people to fight. Besides me. I need to go bonk Blint and start stealing his heroes. I mean, honestly, we have a pretty respectable force here. I think. This is not gonna just roll over and die. Undead Resentment is in. It is time for the Unholy Champion. Is it? So we put this on a person. They get 50% damage, Undying, and Armor of Despair. On cast enemy units with 2x radius, lose 10 morale. Yeah, sure. Unfortunately, the reason why I want that is not available to us yet. We'll have to roll down some research a little bit. Battlefield looting. Yeah, why not? And while we have the Imperium, I'll increase our city cap, because I'm looking for no city. This should be ours. It's closer than I would like. But I think it should be ours. Let me know the Ariel has crossed me. I'm at war with Ariel. I've been at war with Ariel. I don't care. Blint has made a foolish mistake. The trading ogre is leaving. Great. Goodbye. Okay, I'm not being assailed, but Blint is trying once more to take my vassal. Now, this vassal has already put him in his place once. So I believe that we've seen both. I only made 2 heroes for Blint, and we've seen them both, so I don't think there's anything to take here. But I do think, well, this vassal's a little beat up. I think Blint would win this if we don't come home. Which we are going to. For sure. Oh, it's just the throwaway army. We don't care. I like the amount of souls we're getting. Defensive pact between Drazahoeth and Nagash. A Whispering Stone has returned because Dreamvault has been besieged. We're about to vassalize a contested city, I know. She is gating rapidly, but I think we're good. Actually, she might beat me by just a hair. Okay. Nagash is about to take Skorheim. That's not good. We have to get to Skorheim before... We either need... Yes, we either need to get to moderate... I prefer major justification, honestly. We need to declare rivalry, then we need to fabricate against him. Or we just need to get to Skorheim before he vassalizes it, which is... You know. This should work now. Okay. Just whatever. And we can now... Oh, we gotta work on this, of course. Remove our weakness. We march onward. I have found another Archon blood, but it's so far away. It belongs to the Eternal Mage Queen. Feel like it must be done. Oh, thanks for the thralls, buddy, old pal. Mazda Mundi is making his way down here, but I think we'll be okay. Build that there. We're gonna have plenty of souls to do plenty of things. Got our Scholars Guild, so we have 2 Scholars Guild up and running, which is fantastic. Johan has leveled up, and he is going to get probably Empowered Packs. But you can also get this one if we want it later. Undead Resentment is ready, making it so all of our undead units, which is our entire faction, gains +2 Spirit, +2 Fire Resistance, and Vicious Killer. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty neat. Anything else we need to cast? Oh, yes. I wanted to put that in the pocket. So we have plenty of corpses to embalm. It's a shame I have so many corpses and I don't have a Crypt Wonder. That costs soul upkeep. Oh. It's fine. We will, the Necropoli will take care of this. It's been so long, I forgot that all that stuff requires upkeeps. Anyhow. Is there anything else we can put on this? And just say it's the Blood Drinker? I cannot confidently call it the Blood Drinker if I don't have the Archon Blood. We could... I suppose we could go Tome of Transmutation and just say, it's like, hey, we got really good at alchemy because of the School of Magic that we did. I think this will go to us, because I think we end the turn and it ticks over in our favor. I'm like 97% sure. You consider the Supreme Lord of Death to be your friend. Well, that sucks for you, because he's not my friend. Not even a little bit. Oh yeah, I was going to use some of my souls to cast the Domain of Death. Because this will get us over Harmonious. Yep. How are you doing, Templehoff? Yeah, see, we need this just to push over a little bit. Did I see that correctly? Waifu. And then we'll get the Morbid Sacrifice in the pocket. Waifu. Oh. I guess it is an enchantment, isn't it? I didn't think heroes are supposed to be affected by this, but that's pretty cool. Look at him! Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. So I found some of the heroes that I made for Archaon the Ever-Chosen, who's giving Drazoath a hard time. I'm even thinking about opening up a teleporter pack and see if he'll build a teleporter for me to come over here, but I found Vandred the Majestic, a powerful champion of Slaanesh that had embraced as many of Slaanesh's gifts as conceivably possible. There is nothing that remains of the original Norscan chieftain, but his lightning speed and pinpoint accuracy have impressed Archaon enough to name him one of his lieutenants. Archaon had 5 lieutenants, 1 for each Chaos God and then 1 for Chaos Undivided, and Vandred the Majestic was the champion of Slaanesh until his son, who is now joining Total War Warhammer 3 as the legendary lord for Slaanesh, something of the Swordsveneer, took over as the champion. So there's actually not much lore on Vandred, but he was the first champion before the Swordsveneer guy got it. And Hargoth the Blooded, who looks much better, by the way, than that character. Hargoth the Blooded was once a simple goatherd for the Greyling tribe, but his physical strength was always evident. One day, he slew a beastman that had invaded his home and obtained a weapon blessed by Khorne. From that day forth, he pursued ever greater challenges in combat for the glory of the Blood God. After countless successful raids, he led his tribe to the Chaos Wastes, where he dueled and lost to the 13th Ever-Chosen. Luckily for the Greyling, Archaon was pleased to welcome such fierce warriors unto his host. So this was the champion of Khorne that served as Archaon's lieutenant, and I really tried to drive home the fact that this was like the early stages of Archaon's campaign. He was just gathering the Norscan tribes together for his excursion. And I mean, unfortunately, he's gathering them well, and Drazoath is not. So, hopefully he doesn't die, but we'll see. We have bigger problems. Well, I suppose technically smaller problems. There are 2 heroes here. Both of them are YOLO-spawned bullshits. Let's see if we can save our vassal, shall we? I suppose this is more a vassal's problem than mine. But, if we can do this cleanly... That was pretty clean. I don't really see a reason to do it manually. The Bouncing Mace of Distraction. Nope. Alright. Vassal, you... Okay. Vladdy. Vladdy daddy. Free action. Curse. Death. The inescapable end. That awaits all mortals. Especially the sanctimonious idiots who presume to use me. Oh, he slipped away. Waifu? You're not waifu. Waifu? Why are you so far away? Yeet. Okay. You may not be waifu, but can you help? Kind of. Painbringer? Boop. There's some hideous stench going on. Really? We're close. Close but no cigar? Nope, we're close. Okay, great. We got him. The Warding Robe of Hexing. Nope. Welcome back, vassal. I have saved you once again. And I'll give you the stone in a moment, I suppose. We can give this to Bastion for now. Oh, more money. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the money. The money after money after money. So once the necropolis is built, we can start spamming out some skeleton. And one thing I wanted to test, I'm not sure if we'll really be able to, but one thing I wanted to test was making skeleton of your culture sounds like it would be a good thing. Like you could somehow really abuse that. Because we're like a classic undead build, I feel like it's not overly abusable. What am I missing here? I don't have any foresters, but I don't think I care. Isabella von Karstein is leveled up. And I really liked the idea of, I think I just grabbed Draining Bite and then boop boop. So I can bite someone if I have to. If I need to feast. I feel like there would be a better rope here as well, but I'm not sure. Do you want 5 HP or status resists? Status resist is probably really important. It's at 69. Okay, I can't change it. Orbit Sacrifice is ready to join. I believe this is ready for Fort Oberstyre. We captured somebody. We captured somebody. There's a war between Nagash and Archaon. Well, that's surprising. Ariel has denounced Nagash. That's not surprising at all. Fargask was taken by Ariel. That bitch. She got ahead of me by, like, just a touch. Also, I haven't built the Soul Vault anywhere. Did you know that eating a halfling is considered an evil act? News to me. Alright, so we're going to grab Big Game Hunter. This will just make it so when we whip somebody, they'll do bonus damage if they have a higher tier. It may be relevant. I highly doubt it. And we're going to grab Invigorating Takedown. So when Waifu kills somebody, she gains Strengthened and Regeneration. I think that is going to be Waifu's build. Fun build. Cute build. Just like her. Oh, there was something I wanted to test. But we'll get the Vivisection Ritual in the pocket. We have 6 more turns of the Blood Moon. We just need to make sure that we have 11 thralls ready to yeet when the time comes to replace them. Little scouts. My scouts that came back from death, or, that fled, when I pressed this button, they would stop auto-exploring when I hit end turn. Son of a bitch! Do you think this is an actual bug, or do you think this is because of my save file is pre 1.2? Also, the turn actually ended. Previously, it didn't. Interesting. I'm just going to embalm a few more senseless fools. Because Well, I guess I don't have to build the Soul Vault. But I probably should because it gives me knowledge. But see, now we can build skeletons of our culture. And I feel like if you... I'm not sure how it would be best to do this. But if you went like just skeletons as supplementary, and then you went like a whole bunch of different other stuff. Like if you went, for example, like Naga major transformation, you'd be able to print Naga skeletons, which I think would be pretty cool. Because I'm not sure how great it is for our particular situation. But it could be funny. Definitely something to test, I think, in the future. Just because so much of our stuff is based off undead, I feel like it's not very... Do I let the monk finally die? I think I do. He has served me long and well. But at last, he has fallen. Ariel's unlocked a beacon of unity. Wow. Also, we can get this now. Rite of Allegiance would have been pretty helpful earlier. We'll grab the teleporter infrastructure. Yes. Unholy Champion is in. It is time for our... Ooh, that sounds fun. Let's help with our soul issue. Okay, we're going to be siege and stuff. We'll take it. Alright, Vassal. Or Scout. Do things. Oh, I didn't include the bat. Alright, so I'm not sure what I want to do here. Do we do it? Do we just begin the long, circuitous adventure? Or do I just go kill him? I think you know the answer. I think we all know the answer. Blint, you're not worth the trouble. If you had placed this foul creature... Is this worth it? This probably would have been worth it, like, a long time ago before I built all the Scholar Guilds. Ariel would like me to become her vassal. No. War between Nagash and Ariel. That's a little late, don't you think? Well. Scout. Are you bugged? Yep. Alrighty. We begin. I couldn't help but notice that there is a Spelljammer here. I think we're going to have to use a... Oh, dear. I have to use a Banshee for this. Take one step back. Banshee. There's actually a way more efficient way to do this. Oh, I can't even get on the Spelljammer. Gross. Yeah. I did this wildly wrong. What I should have done was I should have come down here with everyone, stood on the Spelljammer, and then summoned the Banshee on it, but... Whatever. I think I'm just in range. Oh. Cool. We can begin! Vlad, of course, leads it because he is a siege master. I don't have... I don't have this yet. Hi, Blint. I don't think it's relevant. I don't think we can change the siege project once it's begun anyway. Alright, attack Vlad, and you face our full wrath. He might... It's weird that you're here. Blint's supposed to be there. These are all random made-up characters. Let's get this sheep, shall we? Give me that food! Food! Oh, there are heroes in here. By a skeleton. There were a lot of heroes in there. Hearty Plate of Starblades. Scorcher of Plant Slaying. You know, this is a good chess piece. That's not a bad chess piece. There's also so many fragments. I feel like the defense force is slowly dwindling down. That's why we're printing skeletons. And doom bats. I feel like the AI doesn't know how to use doom bats. Give me that farm. I think we'll build... No, we put a farm on it. Because remember, our growth in our capital is also for our thralls. It's dual purpose for us. Okay. Oh. We might need to come liberate Fort Oberstyre. We'll see. I think my scouts are bugged, and I don't know why. I'm not even, like, sure where to begin trying to diagnose that. Gold node. These keep mana. Oh, they're 7/7. I should definitely get those. We got some remains of worthless people. Trade proposal. I have lost the war. Go away. War between Mazdamundi and Nagash. War between Nagash and Blint. Dresshoers were thinking about me. Now, I don't want to enter into a full-blown alliance with Dresshoer. Because he's a Chaos Dwarf. Mostly. But, yeah. Come at me, Blint. We have a minor problem. The scout least of all. This is a banner. Oh, it's so peculiar. We might lose Fort Oberstyre, but we might not. You know? I hope we don't. But, I mean, I could take this with the defense force if I can get over here, but I'm going to need to, like, mass build roads, I think. Just straight there. And even then we'll arrive just in time, I think, to prevent it from breaking it. Mazdamundi himself is also on his way, which is peculiar. In Mount Gun... Oh. No, this is Fort Oberstyre. Mount Gunbad. I was staring at this because they're suspicious of me. And they're not gonna... That's making it so they're not gaining allegiance. But once that minus 350 goes away, we should be fine. I think. You know, I can't really read this map well. I don't use draft in the city gain natural generation. That's cute. For one world map turn, enemy army gains 2 demoralized. Greater reanimation. I would like... Not that. I would like... I will roll this down. Also, desecrated structure is fantastic. Here we go. The Lens of Anguish. This is what I want. So this makes it so... This is going to be built in the Throne City. We get mana, combat casting points, and damage and debuff spells apply 5 morale loss. We can build that on top of the Magnifying Lens, which of course we're not building right now. I have money. I'm going to spend it. War between Nagash and the Empire. Defensive pact between Archaon and the Empire. That is so weird. Oh, my treaty has expired. Get some knowledge, I guess. Treaties expire with no mark as well. You look dead, but I hope you're not. Fort Oberstyre is under siege. We're working on it. Domain has been invaded. Domain has been invaded. Domain has been invaded. Domain has been invaded. Domain is being invaded. I mean... What if I just keep dropping this on his face? What's he gonna do? Leave? I just saw something that I hate. This handmade region, it looks really cool. There's a mana node here. But this province with the mana node on it is uninhabitable. Why? Why? This is the same thing, and it is a cavern floor saying it can be annexed. I actually think I know the answer to this. And I'm annoyed. The center of a province, I don't think we can see it, like the hex grid or whatever it is. That determines what the province is. The center node or whatever. They explain this for mountains. And so I think that this is in the void. Or is like a ruin or whatever the central hex is. And that thus has made this entire province uninhabitable. Also, areas unlock the Beacons of Unity. Again. Okay, moving out. So we can't have our scouts do anything anymore, unfortunately. I mean, we could use them to run them around manually, but I'm not going to do that. Resection Ritual is ready. I'm going to keep throwing it on this thing's face until it decides to leave. We have 2 more turns of the Blood Moon, so I probably should stop, actually. The Shadow Amplifier Lens is this, and we want this. This will make it so shadow damage spells deal plus 10 frost damage, and debuff spells inflict status vulnerability. Fun fact, a shadow spell that is also a debuff does both. And we have one of those. It's a great spell, in fact. Thanks for the money. The Undermoot was once a part of the glorious empire, and it can be so again. My empire. Am I going to annex this? I might. I mean, it's a full-blown city. I don't think... It does have a Golden Wonder attached to it. If we can work something out of this. I don't believe... I mean, being underground is cool and all. But, like, lore-wise, I don't think the vampire spent a lot of time underground. Except for, like, the Strigoi. Someone reminded me about the Strigoi Ghoul Kings. And I think the lore for them is they were the ancient rulers of, I believe it was Strigos. And it fell, for one reason or another. And they kind of, like, went into exile-ish? Something akin to exile. And they basically went feral along the way, and they're, like, consumed by the idea of revenge for their fallen kingdom. And so I'm pretty sure, like 97.5% sure, that the other vampire bloodlines hate the Strigoi. And, like, the Lamians specifically go out of their way to kill them. I'm like, I'm fairly certain that sounds right. Okay. Good turn 1, I think. I think we're positioned well. Hopefully the AI doesn't have a cascading ability. That would suck. Because I lined up well for it. Honestly, I would have just laughed more than anything. Is that a Zephyr Archer? Excuse me? Freaking defenses. It's been long enough that I don't really remember what tome path I went for him. You dare hurt my beloved waifu? I just remember that I went an odd tome path because I wanted to give him this transformation. I have yet to use this since its rework. The ethereal transformation, I don't remember what it's called. I think it's better. It used to be almost strictly economic, right? Wow, they're putting on a weapon with just the defenses here. It'll be okay. Wow. That's not a bad target, actually. Not sure what I want to do yet. With Mr. Johann. I think waifu's duty has been chosen for her. I'd love to go here for the flank. We could run it down and go bite this. That sounds fun. Unholy champion on waifu. Then go for the kill. I think that should be more damage, honestly. Boom. Boom. That kind of was. Snapshot broke his ability to retaliate, so we can go in here as well. Hit the dragon, which did not do much damage, but that is a champion life seed. Did it go off, though? I think it did. Alright. Now it's the Painbringer's turn. I don't think this is far enough. Ah, it's not quite. Although she can tie it up, at least. Although if these are Zephyr Archers... No, these are just Pursuers that can hop. They got the hops. These guys are immune to bleeding. That's right. They're ethereal. We can still give them Blood Parasite. But bleeding is a negative, El Capitan. Bats do your thing. Vladdy. I think Vladdy is getting involved in this. This looks like too much fun to pass up. Ooh. Where do we go, though? Go here. Alright. Being afflicted by hideous stench. This is a summon. It is a combat summon. Do we just go for the death, though? 50%. Death. It is the inescapable end. Wow. That was like negative damage. So this is the Reaper. I realize we haven't used one or talked about it yet. They have greater corpse consumption, and they have the Finger of Death. So we can move him into position over here, and we can just rip a 60% death. And nail it. The Finger of Death is also an ability in Eratus, Lord of the Dead. One of the best, in fact. Which I bring up because I should have streamed that. For my birthday! Fun times. This is a Warbreed. You have to treat it with a little bit of respect by stabbing it real good. Can you death it? Can you death it from the flank? Is this a flank? It is, but it's probably not a death. So close, and yet so very far. Eat. The poor onagers, they kind of need a buff, but you kind of don't want to buff them, because if you do, they become problematic. Whatever, I'll just rip the shots. These are immortals, by the way, that are tanking like madmen. Yeah, okay. Nice damage. Nice damage. Let me show you how a tier 1 unit doesn't. I think we'll just move over here and bonk him. And we'll have the Death Stalkers come up here and shank this. Actually, the Death Stalkers might be able to Death Stalk on that. Nice. Okay. Johan. What if I rip your soul out? That sounds fun. Cooldowns resets. Whatever cooldowns he had. This Bone Wyvern isn't real. Oh, it's a Shade Maker. From the bird people. Oh. Explains a lot. No flanks. No flankaroos. Not a one. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. Well, the enemy is wavering. They're ethereal, but they flee like craven dogs nonetheless. Now, this battle is missing somebody. Lol. Can't touch this. No. The lord of this place is absent. So I'm not sure where Blinty Boy is. That was just a king zombie. We don't care about that. But he's not here. Good shade makering. In the patch, the 1.2 patch, they altered the AI logic to prevent them from death waltzing a full health unit. They did that in the Nathrius playthrough. You can see that happen if you're interested. It was very funny. I still have my cleave. I was just about to say, if only I still had my cleave. Surprise! I do. I probably should have just gone for the kill, though, honestly. I changed my mind halfway through my teleport, what I wanted to do there. I was originally going to teleport in here. I was like, maybe not. You know, waifu, it amazes me to this day that you still don't have, or that you don't have carry momentum. That's fine. Goodbye. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. The enemy flees, but where shall they flee? For we own their capital. Cool. I'll take the Cavern Bear. We're just going to auto this. This one should be autoable. The Undermoot is mine. And you know what? 5 people will die. Blint has lost his throne city, meaning we can see him. Oh, he's right over here at Eikeschotten. Fun fact, Eikeschotten is the capital of the Moots. We're going to build a road to the water. We're bringing our legion. We're going to keep our... Oh, we're about to lose Mount Gunbad. Whatever, we'll get a little more money out of them before they do die. I think this is a 4-turn a raise? Are they raising Mount Gunbad? Maybe this Banshee can go help or something, I don't know. This is a 2-turn process. So what we're going to do is we're going to defend this for 1 turn. No, we're not. No, we're not. Why do I think someone's over here? If there is a ground camouflage unit here and they take the Undermoot back, that would be so funny. I would actually just laugh. Our tier 5 tome, the apex of magic. Tome of the Eternal Lord.
A realm blanketed by glistening ice and eternal shadow is a land of endless perfection. Death comes by your will alone, and you shall harvest the very souls of those who wander in your presence. Call forth unending armies, bring forth the Age of Shadow. Become eternal.
So, one of the great synergies with the Tome of the Eternal Lord, True Death Magic, this gives a tier 1 unit, your skeletal mages, death. And we will be taking that, but first we're going to go for Withering Mist, because I might actually be able to use that in this siege for Blint. You need a Soul Well. Beautiful spawn for it. We can just start printing, like, literally just printing skeletons. That's been captured by Mazdamundi. That's fine. I was looking. Most of his heroes are birds. I don't know why. It does upset me, however. Johann von Karstein has leveled up, and he is going to get Infectious Affliction, the Apex Warrior skill. The target enemy unit and all connected units, so it is a cascading effect, gains Afflicted. So whenever they take damage, they will gain a debuff based on the type of damage they took, and they will gain Diseased. Unfortunately, disease can spread to our own units, but hopefully we just kill them before that happens. That's my plan. And Johann von Karstein has reached maximum level, so the Fort Oberstyre generates more money. Got some remains, fantastic. An alliance between Ariel and the Empire. Now, see, that one makes sense. An alliance between Nagash and Drashoeth doesn't really. A guild mistress has fallen, Mount Gunbad has lost its ruler, and a treaty has expired. Usually that means he lost the magical material I was paying for. Alright, well. Next turn. We liberate Fort Oberstyre and chase down the foul Cretan. Blinty boy. The blood moon wanes, and the fear of light returns to those who bask in darkness. The sun rises behind the fading moon, restoring color to the world. Its rays breathe life into the meadows and kindle hope in weary hearts. The creatures of the dusk retreat to their lairs, sheltered by the shadows within them. Vampires are no longer empowered by the blood moon, and once again suffer the consequences of walking in the light of day. This is just a quest, so this is still safe, technically. Blint did have some units over here. Where did they go? I think they retreated. I'm so paranoid about this, because this is how I save my cities. The AI leaves them, and then I go take them. Blint. Oh, this is a mountain. I flew onto it. Okay. Soul Siphon. Raiding party. Undermine the walls. I don't feel like any donators. Here is Blint. The Underbite with his fancy tier 4 Pokey Stick. He did really well against... Here's what we'll do. We'll bring Waifu for this, and we'll leave Johann here. I'm that paranoid about it. I think we'll be okay. Blint was doing really well against... Guess we'll just get the start again. Against the Empire. So I don't really know what happened. End of the day, doesn't matter. We shall liberate Fort Oberstyre, correct our economy. We lost a skeleton mage. Shucks. The blighted weed whacker. Okay, thanks. Our economy is fixed. We build walls. Walls, walls, soul vault. Boost out the first layer of walls. Secured. This might be a bigger problem. But if I can bait them into attacking me, I might be able to do this with really clever spell usage. We'll see. Okay, screw the Soul Vault on this city. Wait, hold on. Forget the Soul Vault. Ballista. Caltrops. Arcane Battlements. Okay. We'll get the defenses going. Johan staying here. We're still pumping. We're going to build a Skeletal Legion. Just you watch. I need to be careful, though, with our economy. Okay. Boost that out. The Lens of Anguish is coming. I suppose these guys can try and make their way over here. City Heroes offer to join. I saw something about the Blint's Underbite. Devour. Johann von Karstein, congratulations, you're level 16. At level 16, you of course shall become a Paragon of Shadow, and as you have already risen to serve from beyond the grave, you shall be able to do so once more. I think we go Warseeker. I mean, I think we'll grab the ranged stuff. We don't do that very often. Because he's like a magician of dark magic, we'll get the mind control things. That way he has something to do, you know? Base attack, steal, 1 positive status effect. That sounds fun. Okay. Sure. I like the ring barrier. What does waifu have? Oh, right, flanking. Remains. Blint has cast Blint has cast Underbite. That's not what that said. Drazhoth wants me to capture this and he'll give me money. I'll take it. Because I'm going to capture it. I did take it, right? Yeah. Alright. Mazdamundi comes. We shall soon be ready. I feel like I should be casting Vivisection spam on him. But we'll see. Ariel has built a beacon of unity. The AI is going for it. I almost hope she does. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. There was no unit here for me to be afraid of. So you shall join us in the final... You know what? No, you won't. No, you won't. I don't have enough money for this. I was going to build a teleporter here and teleport back, but I think we'll have the power couple take care of Blint by themselves. There's something about that I enjoy. And we'll have Johan build the road out of here. Ooh, okay. And try and make his way over here. Blood Moon next turn. Why are you guys so slow? It's fine. So this is Helfert. Okay. Surely this isn't going to walk onto the tile and contest the city, right? I don't even know what this is. I'm assuming it's a quest for Blint. We have quite a bit of everything. Not too shabby, Blint. Is this a Merchant's Guild then? What did you make this? Seafarers Guild. A man after my own heart. I love the Seafarers Guild. To be fair, calling Blint a man after my own heart feels a little wrong. But I respect this. I hardcore respect this. Big fan. The only downside, of course, is I can't really min-max the Necropolis placements. There's a freak load of mines here. Because they're all over here. If I had this tile, it would be pretty good. In fact, be fantastic. But I think I'm just going to have to deal with this. Wait, can this be a research post? Can, cool. Who needs gold? We need knowledge. Do you have any idea how much research we need to do? Should I try this? Man, this looks kind of horrifying. Ugh. Alright, waifu. We'll have a Banshee here, I guess. I don't know. Okay, we have skeletons joining. I think we can repel that. We just need to wait a hot second. Arcane more acquired. We've completed the Rings of Binding. Nice, that's more damage for our heroes. Our vampires are going to do even more. Trade proposal, what? Nope. I have no interest in an alliance with you. Gemkeep has been lost. Oh, okay. Templehof. Ew. Ew. The consequence of my positioning. Do I care about this, really? I think I only care about the fact that it is a, I have one singular farm. I think I only care about the fact that it is a research post. I think that's it. How am I supposed to grow with one singular research post? Has anyone thought about that? I'll just build this all vault, it's fine. Alright, Blint. Your days are numbered. Isn't that just adorable? He's trying to save his city with reinforcements. But it is far too little. Far too late. For the blood moon descends once more. That's cool. A little model there. Thankfully, I'm underground, so I don't have to look at the catch-up screen. We'll put the Domain of Death in Hellfort as well. Make you a little happier. Why not? And Blinty Boy will fall. And of course, I've got to do this manually. Okay. Wow, we only found 2 people that were custom heroes in this episode. That makes me a little sad. There are plenty of them we haven't seen. Plenty of them. 2 are tied into Gash. 1 for the Empire and 1 for the Gash. That might have given away who they are, if you are well-versed in the great lore of things. Blint is a fast boy. I suppose as one would expect. Look at all the Bone Daddies. That's so funny. It could be hard to tell what... I might just put these in front of Blint. Literally just to bog him down. It might be hard to tell what some of these corpses are, but it's always really easy when it's a Bone Daddy. It just flops up and down. I think we probably strengthen... Because this is strengthen and hasten, right? So put this on Vladdy. 5%. Graze, I'll take it. King Zombie. Painbringer. Waifu? Get up here. Speaking of Painbringers. I need to modify her ring to see if I can give her Flanker and Wind Barrier. Wind Barrier is so infuriating to fight against that I feel like I'm obligated to put it on everyone. Especially Blint. Blint is a ranged heavy culture. So is Dress Hoeth. That's my bat. It's not a real bat though. Who else is range heavy? Ariel? That's it. You've triggered my draconic rage. Blint ran away, huh? Bro. I see why the AI targets those things now. So annoying. Alright, Blint. I kind of want to drop the Agonize. But we're going to start off with the Withering Mists. Unfortunately, the enchantments aren't affected by the lenses and whatnot, but... Where's my goat? Wait, can he just reach him right away? Literally at the starting position. Made it. Bats. I should probably curse this tile. I could roll 20%. Death. It is the inescapable end. Funk. Yes, first. Oh, you son of a... Alright, now you're going to have to die painfully. You were already going to die, but now you're going to die painfully. I guess it is one bad side about not having the onagers. Like, I don't have an easy way to break these walls. I suppose that's fair. You know, I got the 20% death. That's kind of cheesy. Even I feel a little bad about that. Just a little bit, though. Hello. How's it going? That's what I thought. If you want a flanker, you're dead. By the way, BT dubs. Or not flanker. Slippery. Oh, that kind of hurt. I guess you can break the wall. Preferably without hitting my own units, but that's just a decaying zombie. Hello. $55? $55. I mean, I could jump up there. I'm on fire. I don't really want to, but I could. Boop. Can you get it now? You didn't kill it again! Why are the estimates so freaking off? What am I gonna do? Oh. Put them there. I think we'll leave that to waifu. Because if this thing moves at all, she'll hit it. Unless it's... Nope. Well, it's gonna teleport away. Alright, I'm sorry, waifu. I had to. You understand. It was going to get away. We couldn't have that. 19. And it did 13. Okay. I dare you to throw all of your weight at Vlad. Do it. Do it. Oh. Oh! Wow. Huh. That was unexpected. Also, I'm fairly certain that I cannot revive it because it died as a spider. That's not a way to deal with necromancers, I suppose. One final FU, huh? Hey, there's Randomized Noble. The Dragon Knights have joined me. Or Blood Knights. I think they're called... Oh, no, I can get it back. I think they're called Blood Knights, but there's a Blood Dragon Vampire Lord bloodline. There you go. Which sounds confusing. But that was the source of my confusion. Alright, well, I'm gonna eat you. I can't... You can't eat people that can't bleed. We'll just kill you then. give Waifu the kill. The satisfaction. Alright. Hit me. Oh no! Whatever will I do? I have been struck. Oop. Shank. Slip away. That might have been missed away. The Bone Daddy got the kill. I want the Rosebud Noble to get some love. Here we go. Oh. Shank. Alrighty dighty. I think this is a summon. It is. So we're just waiting on the hero now? Looks like it. Well, and this ogre. Oh. I can't cast Torment. I don't have enough points. Do I have the... Do I have the thing that gives me casting points or something dies? I don't think I do. Maybe I should look into that. Because we have it, it's a shadow thing, so we have the requirements of Imperium. But it basically means you never run out of casting points functionally during combat, or these large combats anyway. Alright, good enough. That's a decaying zombie. That was a decaying zombie. That's a Rosebound Noble that's not real. Torment killed that. It came back and then died because it's not a real thing to come back. Waifu, you want to give me a hand here? Go for the kill. Snapshot. And the shankening. The power couple. Hand in hand. Isabella and Vlad von Karstein have claimed victory. Now the Undermoot belongs to the Empire, the true Empire. But we can let these other creatures rule themselves. You have defeated first of Astral Blood Blint, the Underbite, and taken his capital amidst a brewing rebellion. Your armies storm into the former capital, dissuading any further unrest. The fall of the Grand Empire echoes through the realm, and any rumors of rebellion and prisoners disappear with those who flee your expected wrath. The remaining enthralled halflings have no choice but to await your judgment on their fate. How do you address them? So this is different text because we ignored the rebellion happening. I believe we did this in the Denathrius playthrough too, just because I couldn't get to the other free city. The free city. But if you do pursue the rebellion, basically you go to the free city, you free the prisoner, you could welcome the prisoner to your courts to find a weakness or whatever of the people that they're rebelling against, or you can turn them into the Gaudir for like points or whatever. I think they give you gold and happiness, approval. And then my favorite thing to do, because I'm evil, is the second stage of that is that you go and take the capital city of the Gaudir, and then the rebel can take the throne of that Gaudir and become the new player. Or, as they're about to send, you can kill them. But of course, I've done that before. So, as this empire falls, remember the might of Lord of Death, Vlad von Karstein. As I vassalize you. This is a whatever city. It's kind of stuck next to the Undermoot because it expand through these little corridors, so if anything, this is blocking the Undermoot's growth, but that's why Blint went up here. And like one of the smartest thing a Blint variant has ever done. Mazda Mundi has besieged Fort Oberstyre, but we have skeleton reinforcements. And he does not. And we have more than skeleton reinforcements. We have Johann. That's kind of scary. But of course, now the cities that once belonged to Blint are vassal states that we're going to have to decide what to do with. I mean, Altdorf is right here. Do we make a play for the heart of the Empire too? Maybe we do. But that, and so much more. Hey, Withering Mist came in literally just in time. True Death is for future fame to deal with next time. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you to the patrons and the Channel Support channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you'd like to stay up to date and have channel, feel free to enter the description down below. And I will see you next time as we truly forge Blood Drinker. That's what I wanted to do. We can go through here to get the Archon blood for the Blood Drinker. That's it. And take on another of our many, many, many enemies. Bye-bye.